Hi, and welcome to the Road to SAS Global Forum 2020. This is episode 4. Sorry it took a little while for me to post a new video. I was trying to post something every week. With the closing of the call for papers coming in shortly, it's probably gonna be I'm going to move my schedule to post one video every 2 or 3 weeks because there's no really major milestones after the end of the call for paper until, you know, depositing or submitting the final version of the paper and then presentation. So I will put intentionally some more spaces between these videos. So this week, I'd like to, well, first remind people that it's not too late to submit an ID for a paper for SAS Global Forum of next year. So you still have till September 30th. So I'll show you, and also today I'm gonna talk to you about the abstract I submitted, and I'm gonna show you the actual abstract, and we're just gonna slice and dice it, and I'll tell you what my thinking was when I wrote it. So it could inspire you, into writing your own version of your not your own version, but your own abstract for something you would like to submit. Because again, I want to show you how easy this is. It's not a long text, and the first draft of this I wrote probably in about 15 or 20 minutes. I mean, I had thought about it for a long time before, obviously. A lot of times I was just thinking about what I could present on, what the general topics could be and all. So when it came down to writing the abstract, I pretty much knew where I was going. So this will be my walkthrough of this abstract. So first, the title. So the title I've settled for my paper is SAS Metadata Frameworks and Tools for Data Governance. So I think I hinted towards this already. I said that the data governance subject, just general subject, was amongst a popular talk last year, and I thought I could do something on that topic as well. So, and also there's more and more stories in the news about fraud, major fraud in companies and all, and data governance is more and more a subject. It's more and more important. So I figured it's probably something I could, it would benefit a lot of people. So let's dive right into it. So the abstract I've submitted is this one. I'm going to read it with you, just paragraph piece by piece, and I'm going to tell you what the goal was behind this sentence or paragraph. So, in an environment with never-ending increase in both volume and diversity of data, data governance becomes less of a commodity and more of a necessity. Being able to control the access given to users and create access reports is no longer optional. It is now the cornerstone from an IT perspective. Right away with this paragraph, I'm laying out what the general context of this paper is. So I'm saying a really high level what this talk is gonna be about. And I always like to do that because I wanna give people a really quick way of knowing if this talk might be for them or not. So in general, I will start very high level and then slowly go into a little more details, so people know what the talk is going to be really about. And even the last two sentences are giving. Well, actually, the sentence before the last one is already giving two major points of the talk. So I'm talking about access control, that we can control the access given to users. And I'm also talking about creating access reports. So these are going to be two major points of this talk. Let's go to the second paragraph now. Through SAS Management Console, the SAS administrator has the tools to create a robust security structure that will enforce the security aspect of the governance. In addition, through SAS Code, the administrator can sync group with LDAP and create access reports. With this paragraph, I'm going more into details, and I'm also saying who this talk is aimed at. So this is not a paper for business users. It's really an IT talk, an IT paper, and it's targeted at SAS administrators. And finally, the last paragraph. The goal of this paper is to provide simple and straightforward methods of implementing the security using ACTs, groups, and a good naming convention. It also covers the use of SAS code to create access reports. Reading back this abstract, I'm not 100% pleased with it. I think I could have done even better, because the last paragraph kind of covers the same level of details as the one before. So I think I could have restructured these two paragraphs a little better, but I'm still pleased with it because I'm really giving enough details so that people will know if this paper is for them or not. So this is just an example. There's obviously a lot of different ways of writing abstract, and I recommend that you pay attention when you look. You do some Google search on the web for information, and one of the source of information you have is a white paper from a SAS Global forum or Suji. Look at the abstract. Look at how it's written. Try to analyze what are the major themes of each paragraph. What's the goal of the writer? And you'll find something that matches, that fits your style, and then you get to write your own abstract with a format that just suits you, and you feel comfortable with it. So again, in my case, I like to go from a high level of detail to very, very detailed aspect. So just diving in. So again, the end of the call for papers is September 30th. It might feel close to you, but I assure you, it doesn't take more than, if you really take your time. Let's say you already have an idea, you've been thinking about presenting on or actually writing a paper on, then you already have the idea. Writing down the abstract will take you maximum an hour. Big maximum. This is a very short text. You can probably add a day or two, if you ask some peers, some friends to review your text, trying to see if there's any mistakes, grammar problems with your text, and then you submit it. So all in all, it takes about 2-3 days. So you pretty much have until, let's say, September the 26th or 27th to wake up and do something. So I'm just encouraging you. If you've been thinking about presenting and you've always wondered, I wonder what it's like, then just do it. It's really easy. I don't believe I've said that in my past videos, but I've been going to these conferences for a long time, and actually ever since it changed to SAS Global Forum, I've been to all of them except one, and I feel bad now for not going. It was the Seattle one I missed, but I've been at every other SAS Global Forum, and pretty much every time I was thinking, damn, I should present something. I see a lot of people presenting that aren't that good, or they don't really have a big good subject, so they have an average subject, and I feel like I could do better. Well, odds are you could do better. It's pretty much the same with everything. There's always going to be people better than you, and there's always going to be people that are not as good. So take that as a challenge. Challenge yourself instead of every year saying, damn, I wish I would have presented last year. I wish I would have submitted something last year. Then you just do it. You do it this year. And worst case that happen. The worst case is your submission is not going to be taken. No big deal. So at least you got the experience. You've done something. You wrote. You've tried. So if there's, again, please feel free to write anything in the comment section, good or bad. Ask questions. I will use these comments for future videos. I might be posting something else. Actually, I will most likely post something else before the end of September, reminding you again that you still have time to submit something. But the first post, the first video covering the actual writing and tips on how to write the paper is only going to be coming after the end of the submission, because I want to put as more emphasis as possible on the deadline of September the 30th. So thanks a lot and have a good day, all.